So, while the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity game just recently came out, which is a prequel to Breath of the Wild, well, of course, just as always, the game journalists come out, and now they're demanding that Link must become a woman. Oh, here we go again. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have it better tomorrow. So, here we are yet again. A new Legend of Zelda game comes out. Well, immediately somebody has to start screaming about how Link needs to become a woman. And when they do this, just keep in mind that every single time they scream that Link needs to be a woman, they don't bring up any reasons as to why that would make a game better. They're just like, Link's gotta be a woman! Okay, so how does this improve the game? And then they don't bring up anything for that argument. They just say that it has to be a woman. You know, it's really weird that they do that. And, you know, here's the thing, is that when it comes to Link as a character, Link has been a male since 1986, okay? But the thing is, he's looked kind of effeminate because, you know, you could kind of see him as a link to, like, the player. But the thing is that whenever they scream about this, they don't ask for, like, an optional kind of thing, right? You know, they don't ask for, like, a male and a female, you know, option to pick from. Instead, they're just like, oh no, he has to be a woman. And it's like, well, you know, you could have just a male and female option if people wanted that. I mean, that's fine too. It's not a big deal. But to just completely erase the male option is ridiculous. And Nintendo just kind of looks at them like, oh, what a joke, you know, because they're going to go for whatever makes them the money. It's basically what Nintendo does. You know, so that's what they like. And I mean, when you look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, you know, it just came out. You know, it's prequel to Breath of the Wild. And, you know, it looks like it's doing good. You know, 8.0 for user score. That's not bad. I mean, that's good. But, you know, it's like every single time a new game comes out, though. Every single time. This always happens. You know, they always want this change for Link, but they want to just completely erase him being a male. They don't want a male option. Now, my opinion is, if you have a game where both the story is different for the male and the female character, you know, that's a good thing because it gives you more options, and I think it's fun for the player to have more options. But also, it gives more replayability to the game because, you know, you're going to experience things differently with one of the characters, and then you're going to experience it differently with the other. So it gives a game a good reason to go back and play it again. But when you have these crazy clowns that start to screech that Link needs to change just because, well, I just think that's stupid. I mean, you know, with no actual argument to state how the game will improve by changing Link, I think that's just dumb. And that's what they always do every single time. And we're going to take a look at this article. It's time for The Legend of Zelda to give us a female Link. Linkle to the future. Hyrule Warriors had some interesting points about it when looked at it in comparison to the main series of Legend of Zelda games. It saw another new Link, Zelda, and Ganon, as well as a Hyrule that acted as a nexus for the wider Zelda multiverse thanks to the Sorcerer's Sea of pulling fragments from other worlds, with some of their characters dragged along for good measure. Speaking of Hyrule Warriors, personally, I did like that game, but then again, you know, I'm a Zelda fan, but also I do like Dynasty Warriors-esque style, but that's just me. Most importantly, Hyrule Warriors brought forward one of the strongest arguments for the possibility of a female Link appearing in future Zelda games, all beginning with a young girl oversleeping and waking to notice that Hyrule Castle was in trouble. A young girl with a magical gold compass with the ancient symbol of Hyrule engraved into it. Linkle. Linkle poses an interesting turning point for the series at large, if you think about it, although she begins as a kind of comic relief character getting lost and only involved initially because she believes she is the legendary hero reborn. However, if you look at what she achieves in her adventure through a Hyrule strewn with fragments of alternate realities of the world, she is undeniably heroic. Now, here's where it gets crazy. She rescues some known and familiar faces and locations in Hyrule, including the Great Deku Tree, aided by the one creature Link himself could never tame or defeat. The Cuckoos. Those are the chickens, by the way. Oh, why? It's so stupid. She even steps up to the plate to save Hyrule Castle itself from a monster invasion while the true hero. Oh. Why? In parentheses. Yeah, see, they are seething right there with that one. They are not happy. True hero and Zelda are swanning off somewhere, sealing portals to other worlds or something similarly banal. True hero. Like, I bet you they were mad that they had to say that Link was the true hero. They were like, why? Also, if any more evidence was needed for her worth as a hero and defender of Hyrule, Linkle can effortlessly and stylishly wield dual-hand crossbows in large-scale conflicts. We have irrefutable proof in the form of the 2007 Wii spin-off Link's crossbow training, and even the supposed and glorious hero chosen by the gods can only wield one at a time. Very poor at that. Although that might be down to my prowess with the game, but I digress. Oh lord, I mean, this is absolutely dumb. Hyrule Warriors and its brand new sequel, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, are full of immensely powerful female characters, and every one is more than capable of saving Hyrule alone. Impa in Hyrule Warriors with her water summoning giant blade, or Urbosa having mastery over bolts. As you can tell, they're talking about how, like, you know, there's other characters that are female that could be the hero, and then they're like, so it's galling, the hero is always male. This being said, the mythos surrounding the hero, whatever iteration they might be, always refer to them as male. You know, here's my question. Then, why do game journalists hate men? I mean, this is what you always see all the time. You know, they seem to be seething with anger whenever they see that the hero's male. You know, and they tried to make this push about Link having to be female. And I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, look, people like Link. No, nobody has an issue with Link. I'm not seeing any gamers, like any actual gamers, be like, we demand female Link! You know, like, I don't see this. I just see this from these whack job game journalist clowns. Those are the only people I see this coming from. And I mean, that's the thing, you know, the game journalists, they try to be all like, oh, but we're the voice of the gamers. Yeah, right. Okay, because that's not what I'm seeing. You know, like, these game journalists always come up with these things. And, you know, there are tons of people who like Link, like I said. You know, I don't see anyone trying to push, other than these whack job game journalists, to try to change Link from being male to female. Like, I don't ever see this, you know. And that's the thing. People don't have a problem with Link. You know, I haven't seen any of this, except for from these whack jobs. And, you know, every time a Zelda game comes out, they always do this. You know, it was like with Breath of the Wild, they did this. You know, they were like, oh, give us female Link. You know, they were doing that. And, you know, they always want, like, this change each and every time. You know, of course, yet again, I bet you when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, they're going to make that push. And I bet you after that, they're going to make the push, like, if there's another Zelda game, which I'm sure there will be after that. I guarantee you they're probably going to make another push. Like, each time there will be a Zelda game, they'll probably try to push for Link to be Linkle. I mean, that's what they're going to keep doing. And I don't really get why they're doing this. Like I said, there is no strong push by gamers that are like, hey, change Link to Linkle. Link's gotta be Linkle. Like, it's just from these weirdos. That's the only people that are having this issue, it seems. And, you know, it's not about to go down anytime soon. It's not about to stop. They're gonna keep doing it. And, you know, like I said, I just find these game journalists crazy. They're just a bunch of hacks, and, you know, more reason not to listen to them, because they're just insane every single time. They're crazy, and it just goes to show, you know, more reason not to listen to these game journalists, because they're a bunch of talentless hacks. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels, so make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.